Hello, my name is Todd Pettit, and I'm here to talk about the dynamic principle of conflict management. Before we dive into what is conflict management, let's talk about what is conflict. When I hear the word conflict, I usually think of two opposing sides that are coming together in a physical altercation. While that's not completely incorrect, conflict is simply when two opposing sides come together with different viewpoints and needs. Now, within a small group setting, there are 5 different styles of conflict that come about. One is accommodation, one is avoidance, one is competition, collaboration, and compromise. Now let's get a little bit what each of those means. When you think of avoidance, within the group setting, avoidance is when one person elects to not voice their opinion that avoids any conversation or actual help within the group. They just almost kind of avoid any interaction with the group but still go along. Now, accommodation is kind of the opposite. They give more of what the other people's needs are, regardless of what they would like. It's all about whatever makes the group happy or an individual happy. Regardless, they could not be all that great with it. Then there's the competitiveness. That one is more, you could have two opposing sides, both fighting for what they want, regardless of the outcome or the solution that happens, and they don't care about what it is. Then you have collaboration, when both groups together or multiple groups come together and they work to not only satisfy their needs but satisfies the needs of the other groups. And then you have compromise. And when you think of compromise, what usually comes down is you give a little to get a little. You know, as you can't get all your needs, you're going to try to get as much as you can, while the other opposing side is going to do the same. So in the end, it's almost like a win-win situation. Now, when we look at the group B's, what was our conflict? Ours is more of a collaboration because for our final project of about video games and how it affects children with learning disabilities, everyone had their own ideas, but we kind of collaborated to figure out what was the best target audience. And then we were bringing each of our own specific goals that we needed. Mine was academics. I had to research on how academics were affected in the positive for children with disabilities when they were introduced to video games. With a lot of different studies that were shown that video games actually did improve academics for children that had disabilities, improving on mental capacity, memory, even kind of some physical interaction and communication with the outside environment. I've also been part of that kind of type of study. When it comes to which conflict style someone usually picks, it comes down to 2 questions. And the book of Communicating in Groups states these 2 questions quite clearly. Question 1 is how important is it for my needs to be met? And question 2 is how important is for me to make sure other people's needs are met. If it's all about what I want versus do I want the whole group to succeed, I can look at our group presentation, and even though I might want a good grade, I can look at it as the better I do, the whole group can do well because we have worked quite well over the last 7 weeks. So it's kind of like a collaborative and compromise, except for instead of giving up a little, we all kind of get a larger win. And we've done, I believe, quite well with the pamphlet that we did for our presentation last week, and then this presentation this week. So I hope everyone enjoys this part of the presentation of conflict management. And you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.